All right. How's everybody doing? My name's 12 Gauge. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning guest, thank you for showing back up. We're live today. I wanted to get on here and discuss a little bit more about Riley Strain, get the word out. Hopefully, have some other people from the Nashville area come up and discuss a little bit more about what they've heard. I had an individual by the name of Ken last night that was on my live that was discussing the layout and the vegetation around the river. And he also had a theory on what happened to Riley, which, to be fair, isn't all that far fetched. But some of the things that we talk about here are speculation. We try to be educated, we try to pass along the right narrative, the narrative that we've been given, rather than the narrative that we create. Okay, let's do a rundown on the case so far. They did find his credit card down by the river. They stated that they had seen a homeless person possibly wearing his shirt. Um, they have video of him around the last spot where he was sighted. And also have some videos of not live, but zoomed in images of Riley. I want to give Jeff H a shout out because those are his videos that he edited and that he put into the ability for us to look at. So if you haven't seen them already, I'm going to go ahead and show them. Okay, here's the first one. Okay, there's Riley right there. It looks like he's looking at his phone. If you pause that right there, you can tell that he's looking into his phone. As was stated, he's wearing a shirt that's black on one side, a black pocket. It looks like a cream colored to white on the left, black sleeve. Looks like blue jeans and possibly some sneakers or some boots. He does appear to be looking into that phone. I don't know if he's GPSing or he's doing Snapchat or whatever. But this person right here notices him. So did this person. They look like, okay, is he shining the camera at us or is he shining it at himself? So they obviously notice him. This girl right here kind of notices him, it looks like. But this guy is just lost in his own oblivion. Let's look back a little bit. See, these two right here are watching him. This one's watching him hardcore. This one, not so much. Let's look back a little bit. See, the lady with the cowboy hat, she's watching him. See right there? She's watching him. And then he steps, and there's a guy right here with some kind of gear. And Riley looks like he's just not stepping right. And then he goes straight up again. And then he kind of stands up, looks into his phone, because look at the brightness. So he's looking into his phone at something, but we really can't tell what it is. Let's watch this play on through. He's still looking into his phone. That lady with the cowboy hat walks by him. He's still stumbling around. And that was the end of it. Let's watch it again in fast motion. It looked like he hit that sign. Did y'all see that? Look at that sign shake. See, it looked like he hit that detour sign. It's like he's totally oblivious to what's around him and he's focused on the phone, on his feet. He's already hit his head, but he's not walking like the rest of the people. He seems to be walking kind of forced. Thank you so much, Jeff H., for that. Let's watch another one that Jeff has. Okay, we'll watch it all the way through, then I'll slow it down and we'll talk about it. I was going to say, look at all those people right there, but that's a mural. Goodness. And he stops and looks at it too. Right here, I think he trips. He kind of vanishes behind. See? Okay. I saw this last night as I was watching this. Look where he goes behind those trees and he kind of vanishes. And then he comes back out right there. Let me slow this down, see if we can. Okay. Good Lord. Didn't realize it was that far back. Okay, whenever he goes past that sign, you got to keep an eye on him because he vanishes from the camera. And he's walking behind that barrier. So, hold on a second. Didn't mean to put up the Idaho stuff. But Ken said last night something that was very kind of true with this because he said he walked past, he's already on Gay Street right here. Okay, so Gay Street goes this way to the left, and then the park is right here. So he's already walking behind this barrier wall that goes along here. So he's walking to the right. So the water is down here. But there's also another fence. But let's look at, I mean, he's already walked behind that barrier. It looks like he's oblivious to where he's at, honestly. I would like to know if that is his normal gait. Because if it is, I mean, who are we to say that's not how he normally walks? So surely that guy with the bicycle would have seen him. But he's already back behind that because there's no movement right here. but you can see it. See? Right there. Okay. So thank you, Jeff, for those videos. We're going to talk about the timeline right quick.
Investigates has obtained the 911 call that Riley's fraternity brothers made after he went missing. Investigative reporter Lauren Barnes is in studio sharing the recording that provides more details. Lauren?
Steve, that 911 call from the Nashville Police Department paints a little bit of a better picture about the timeline of Riley's disappearance.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Hi, I don't have an address. I'm trying to file a missing persons report.
As Parker touched on, Riley is very tall and lanky. He's about 6'5", 160 pounds, with blonde hair, and was last seen wearing this outfit that is featured on his missing persons flyer. Now, Riley's friends say they last saw him outside of this bar, which is Luke Bryan's bar on Broadway, around 10 p.m. this past Friday, March 8th. About an hour later, at 11 p.m., this is where they're talking about his phone being last pinged. About an hour later here, which is coincidentally right in the area of the sheriff's office, also very close to the Cumberland River. Now, at 1:46 a.m., that's when Riley's fraternity brothers call 911 from the Central Police Precinct in downtown Nashville because the precinct was already closed for the night. They said they needed to file a missing persons report. Nashville PD dispatches an officer to meet them there.
Are you going to be waiting there at the door of the precinct, or are you going to be waiting in your car?
I mean, yeah, we're at the front door of the precinct.
I've got the call sent there at the Central Precinct. We'll get an officer out to you as soon as we can.
We will continue following this story. Cullerton Investigates team is committed to bringing people answers, holding the powerful accountable, solving problems, and empowering people to fight for themselves.
Has obtained the 911 call that Riley.
Okay, continue to be vigilant, guys. And if you see anything or you hear anything or know anything and you're in that area, please speak up. Because your tip could be the tip that solved the case or helps find this guy. Because he just seemed to have walked away, wandered off. 12 gauge out.